Hey guys, it is Kimberly with you of KB Global Solutions, and as promised, on Thursdays now we're going to be highlighting programs that will allow you to get down payment assistance for your home purchase in 2020. So let me adjust this camera here. It's wanky. A few of the programs, actually all the programs that I'm going to focus on are going to be specific to South Carolina and Georgia areas. Those are the two places where we have offices and where our clients are benefiting from our services the most. If you're in a different area and you happen to see this video and you want some information for it, connect with me at Kimberly Ladorce, either on Facebook or Instagram, and let me know, and I'll be more than happy to do that search for you and send you that information. It does not take long, so I can get that information. Okay, I'm going to be looking over to my right here because everything is on my screen for the different eligible programs. There's a few caveats that go along with this. So it will depend on the pricing of the home, depending on the program which you go with. Again, there's numerous of programs that are out there. I'm going to highlight your main points about them, where you can go and get more information on them, and how you can connect with us, of course, will be in the description below as well for more information on the properties. For the most part, anyone that's under the sales price of maybe $480,000, there's a program for you that you could possibly qualify for, depending on the income that you make. So if the home price is a little bit below $480,000, or maybe a little bit above, $480,000, there's probably a program out there that you would qualify for. This particular program we're talking about today is going to be the Freddie Mac program. It is, as you know, Freddie Mae and Freddie Mac, those are government-backed loans programs that will, they're simply backing the lender, stating that we will secure this loan if the lender, if the borrower does not pay the money. So this particular one, the website for this one is schousing.com/home/lending partners. So I will say slash, it is /. Most people know that online, but the information again will be down in the description underneath this video so you can have all of that in print. This particular program does Homebuyer Education. That is a class that you would take. It is a required course in order to receive the fundings for this program. Again, in the description below will be the link to the approved education providers where you can go and get the course and take the course for that certification if that's one that you are interested in. The program guides are for this course as well. There are underwriting stipulations for this one. When you apply for this particular program, you're going to want to talk with your lender. Now, if I'm your agent, I will help facilitate you through that process. That's not something that agents are required to do as a realtor. I do it just because I know it's such a tiptoey ground for a lot of people, and it's uncomfortable for some. Some agents like to stay far away from the financial side of it and let their clients handle it all. Being that a lot of clients are first-time home buyers, or they're multiple-time home buyers, but they've never been in the process of the financing aspect of it. So I just like to guide mine and give them some tidbits, or better yet, provide them the information so that they're able to make informed decisions when it comes to their financing on there. For this particular program, there's a minimum credit score of 640 on there. When the borrower has 3 scores available, they'll use the 3 scores. So they just add them up, divide them by 3. That's called the middle score. When they have 2 scores available, they'll use the lowest scores. So as you're preparing your credit for home ownership, You're usually going to have 3 scores that you're going to pay the most attention to: TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. You're going to want to make sure that all 3 of your scores are above the minimum credit score that's required. And I say that because a lot of them, each lender is different. Each borrower is different. It's a Freddie Mae backed program, so you're not borrowing the money technically from Freddie Mae, but that's a whole nother level on there. So some limitations for this particular program. It is only available for those that are buying single-family stick-built homes. So those would be stick-built dwellings like a house, townhouses, condominiums, or off-frame modular homes. So these are only single-family homes that these are eligible for. For borrowers who intend to retain ownership in more than one resident after closing, including rentals or second homes, the lender must ensure that you are eligible for all the properties on there before you're eligible to receive the funding for this one. The maximum allowed funding on this property is $6,000. Is 3 to 5% of the purchase price, up to $484,350. So $484,350 times 3, 4, or 5%, and that's the amount that this particular program will give you for a down payment program. Interest rates on these are locked rates, so that's always good. You're able to lock your rate in, and that gives you a time frame to look for the property on there. So those are always really good. This program is statewide, and this program actually covers South Carolina and Georgia, which is perfect for what we do. The minimum buyer's contribution, so that would be you as the buyer. What do you have to contribute? 0. So you have to contribute nothing to this program, except you do have to take the home buying course. So the Homebuyer Education course, which there are a plethora of approved education providers for this course. I've taken this course for South Carolina. I have not yet taken it for Georgia, but I do intend to once things calm down. And the course is only like an hour and a half training class that you are required to take. It is not anything major for this on there. You do in this program have to reside in the program at least within 60 days of closing. So the day you close, you have 60 days to move in, pretty much. Most people move in the day they close. Trucks are packed and ready, and they're ready to move into the house. One thing you want to always remember is that it's real estate, so they're negotiable. Even on the mortgage side, you want to pay attention to what rates your mortgage lender is charging you. The fees, the points, all of that goes into what you're paying on a monthly basis. I encourage my people to ask the mortgage lender to give them scenarios so that you can kind of see how the points will change your payments, how the fees can change your payment, what amount that the lender is getting versus what you're paying, and how that changes your payment. So you want to be informed on there, and this is one big way that you can do that to benefit you. The other two things on this one, discount points may not be charged to borrowers. So when you're talking to your lender and you're using this program, you want to make sure that there are no discount points, because they cannot be charged to you as the buyer or borrower. Allowable fees are customary fees. They're paid for, and those are also able to be paid for by the third party, being the seller can pay some fees on there. This one will allow also the seller to contribute to closing costs. So remember, we're talking down payment assistance, but you still have your closing costs on the back end on the day of closing that you want to pay. So sellers are still able to contribute to the closing costs on these particular loans. So this particular one is, again, the South Carolina Housing Palmetto Home Advantage Program. And we have discussed this one versus the Freddie Mac. So again, my name is Kimberly Bookert of KB Global Solutions. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to give us a call at 678-509-2232, or you can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Kimberly Ladors. We'll talk to you soon.